Welcome back. In a common enterprise scenario, you have a multi-page product launch proposal to evaluate using a standard AI chat interface. If you ask a single generalist language model to read that document and answer every legal, financial, and creative question at once, it gets overwhelmed. The model averages out its response across all those domains, returning a shallow, unhelpful result. To fix this, we use an advanced technique called Mixture of Experts Prompting, or MOE prompting. This forces the AI to divide and conquer the problem. Notice the difference. On the left side, a single manager struggles under overlapping tasks. On the right, the MOE strategy routes tasks to specialized advisors who process their exact domains independently before sending their individual reports back to the center. By simulating this exact panel inside a single prompt, you turn a basic chat interface into a cross-functional executive board. To build this prompt, you need an advanced language model and a complex document ready for review. Step one is defining the router. Write instructions directing the AI to act as a project lead overseeing a panel of specialists. We do this so the model doesn't immediately try to answer your question. It needs to pause and organize its resources first. Step two is assigning the experts. Explicitly list the titles of the specialists you need on the panel, like a corporate lawyer, a chief financial officer, and PR director. A common mistake here is trying to assign 10 different roles to cover every possible angle. Language models have strict processing budgets. Adding too many experts causes process bloat, so keep a hard cap of 2 to 4 distinct personas. You also need to establish strict boundaries. If the CFO and the PR director are both trying to analyze market sentiment, the model loses focus. Give each expert a clearly defined domain. Setting up a clear coordinator and a small specialized team gives the AI the operational boundaries it needs to keep the output organized. Step three is domain analysis. Add prompt text, commanding each expert to evaluate the problem separately and present their findings under strict headers. You must instruct the experts to look at the input strictly from their specific viewpoint before taking on another or talking to another. This independent analysis forces the model to generate specialized data rather than watering down the response with internal groupthink. Step four is the synthesis. Write a final command for the coordinator to merge the individual insights into a unified action plan and a consensus table. The second major point of failure is skipping the synthesis step entirely. If you stop at the domain analysis, all you get is a disjointed list of domain-specific problems. Commanding a forced synthesis requires the router to reconcile those problems, turning isolated complaints into a clear, actionable plan. Now that the structure is built, take your finalized prompt and paste it into the AI interface alongside your product launch proposal. Looking at the generated output, the model strictly follows your instructions. You can see distinct separate sections for legal, finance, and PR inside each section. The insights are highly specialized. The lawyer focuses solely on liability, while the CFO isolates budget risks. Scrolling down to the final section, we can verify the synthesis command executed properly. Here is our structured consensus table summarizing how the three viewpoints interact. Because the model forced a cross-functional review prior to forming a final conclusion, compliance, finance, and operations weigh in and eliminate blind spots in your decision. This document is an MOE master template, showing that you don't have to rewrite this framework from scratch for every new problem. You can swap out these placeholder brackets to adapt the same workflow for different tasks. If you're reviewing software architecture, tag it an IT architect and a vendor risk manager for a marketing campaign. Assign a copywriter and an SEO specialist. By keeping a roster of personas ready for this framework, you can summon a targeted board of advisors on demand to scale your decision making.